can hear me. Sometime today, Penny and Jeff's Wi-Fi are supposed to be working, but I do have a consult coming up in about 15 minutes. And one thing good about spending time with friends, and that pray for God to bring you these kind of friends, is you can be real, be vulnerable, and then share with each other about the kingdom. And we were talking about, hey, Melissa, good to see you again. We've been talking about, I'm working on a course just on rejection, which is just a continuation of soul health. Hey, Melissa, if you can just can you hear me? I'm in a corner with the music blaring on me. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Melissa, I have you on the list, but let me do an update. So I was saying about having friends reinforce something, and Penny led me to this. We're going to continue. In fact, she suggested I do a separate course just on rejection. So we're gonna continue. I'm going to do that. I'm actually in the works of doing it. But if you remember, on the other side of rejection. Oh, bless you. Okay, we're going to pray for Melissa. On the other side of rejection is this performance issue. And she got out a book and she says, this paragraph, she said, this is Penny, changed my life. And I read it and I had to read it again. I was profoundly affected by it. But can I read it for you? So this is it. It's the other side of rejection is often seen in performance, like getting your needs met because you perform well and then people praise you. I call it PBA, and I know I have a background with that. So getting delivered of that, my breakthrough becomes your breakthrough, has been huge. But let me share this from the Sanfords. Listen to this. Performance orientation does not define one who works hard, but one who works hard for the wrong reasons. A free person may work harder in the same works impelled only by love. Performance-oriented people require constant affirmation, unconsciously demanding it, sometimes verbally. They cannot handle criticism well. Their security is not first in God and then themselves, but in what people think of them. They are dependent upon the reactions of others. They have little center of decision in themselves. They must become whatever it takes to gain approval from others. And it's interesting, Penny, I stopped reading right there. I've lost my earplug. I stopped reading there. And when I was reading our book, but then I went on and I bought the book and I have it on Kindle. This is interesting. And see, I'm sharing this as I get breakthrough, regurgitate some of this in the live voice camps. Okay, then I'm able to teach on it. And listen to this. They have what becomes Eric Fromm calls market orientation personalities who sell themselves to be or do whatever purchases for them signs of acceptance. So I just really excited to share that with you on this little live call. And if you're watching on YouTube, Starbucks. I'm reopening the Find Your Voice camp, and I'd love to extend that jump start to that. Just go to redeemyourvoice.com, because whether you guys are getting this live or recorded, it's so awesome to be free of trying to do things and be things for the approval of others. Sometimes the first place we have to break that is our parents when we're working and gaining their acceptance and praise for the wrong reasons. Now, granted, we all need our parents' approval. And I want to share one really thing where God flashed me back to an instance where I was really using my performance in sports as a way to gain my dad's acceptance, to smother over any rejection I was feeling in other areas. I was probably about 13, 14, about that. And I was in a free throw contest. The best out of 25, and it was the regional. It wasn't regionals, it was the citywide. And I'll never forget it. I would use my SOS prayers. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Swish. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. So I made 21 out of 25, and I'll never forget seeing my dad's reaction. He about fell out of the bleachers. So in my little mind, trigger, make dad happy, feel good about myself, get my name in the paper, all these things was to do well in sports. So that's just an example that God brought back to me. I would rather, you know how I say abide all the time? I would rather work from a position abiding where like doing videos. It's just my love to see people's lives transformed. Are you checking with me? It's just, I love seeing people get the breakthroughs. We've had some huge breakthroughs. I've gotten phone calls of breakthroughs. That just like, I don't do it so I feel good about myself. No, I do it because that's what God put in my DNA. So you can go forward sharing your voice, sharing what you really love to do, and do it in a place of totally abiding, totally out of your love for people, out of your right kind of love for yourself. Dealing with rejection, not by going into performance so you forget about the rejection or don't deal with the inner roots of it. And when I say we're going to do a course on rejection, really what all this is about is soul health. If you can have a platform with soul health, how much easier can you go forward in spreading your voice, marketing your voice? So anyway, thanks for talking to me. And we will keep our members. We got a running prayer request list on the voice camp inside here at the Facebook, the private group. Like I said, this is just an excerpt that I'm sharing with you on YouTube. So if you like to jump on in, go to redeemyourvoice.com. All right, guys, I'll talk to you in the next video. And I really do love you.